Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Thursday, the 16th of January 2020. It's a pleasure to be with you today. It is so beautiful in England here today. It's a cold, super sunny, lovely day, and I went up Glastonbury Tor this morning and just enjoyed the beautiful nature, and it's just gorgeous here today. So I'm going to use the Shadowscapes deck for today's reading for Thursday the 16th. And as I'm tuning in, I just ask the cards, what is Thursday the 16th about? And how can we use the energy of the day and make the most of it? So this reading is for all signs of the zodiac, and it's for everyone who watches. We have the sun. That is the brightest thing in our solar system. Then we have the moon, amazing. That's the second luminary in our solar system. And then we have the Eight of Swords. All right, so in our solar system, we've got the sun, and that's responsible for light and warmth and life on this planet. And the only other thing that lights up, for us anyway, from our perspective, is the moon. So they're called luminaries in astrology. The sun represents your identity, your ego, but not in a negative way. Your identity in the sense of what fulfills you, what makes you feel passionate, what turns you into this beautiful king of the birds here. And you've got this wonderful enlightened man riding on this bird of birds here with the crown on its head, and you're completely empowered. You're absolutely free to do whatever it is you please. And look, the fairies are around, other birds are flying around, because you have such power and such a radiance coming from you today that other people are going to be attracted to that light. So if you're someone who is always there for other people and other people cry on your shoulder because they see that you have this light and they see that you can help them, watch out for that today, because a lot of people will take advantage of that. So if someone is struggling really heavily, they will ask for help. They will try and get support and find a way through it, and that's fine and good. But the thing is, you also have this day for yourself. And if you've got 5 people asking you to help them, you can only help 1 or 2. You can't do everything. So what I'm saying is that you have this radiance to you today that everyone wants a part of. So either they want what you've got, so you've got to be careful with boundaries, or it's everyone kind of being in their own ego in one sense, and everyone feels radiant and amazing and entitled. So it could be that you clash with other people in conversations, or you might compete with other people. This is the kind of day where you can pit yourself against others. It's me versus them. And that is never a good space to be, because we are all one. So don't try and isolate yourself and say me against the crowd, the mass. The moon is the 18th card of the major arcana. So these are both major themes here today. This is a minor arcana card, so it's a temporary influence. The moon is usually representative of fear. Here we've got the moon as a crescent. Then we have one arm where she holds her hand with a heart on it that's bandaged. And in the other hand, she's holding a mask. So she's trying to decide, does she act from the heart, or does she put on the mask that society has taught her to wear and get through this situation. So she's afraid because she has a decision to make and she's not particularly sure of how to do that. And she's been stuck in this place of indecisiveness for so long that mushrooms have grown around her. The fairies are trying to pull her away, but this is like an eternal struggle that is never resolved. Do I use common sense, and do I look at the world and do I work with the world as it is and use my personal power to apply for jobs and to accumulate a fortune, to make once I have that fortune, maybe I want to change the way I look. So I'm going to decide to choose the mask and have literally plastic surgery to literally change the way I appear so that society reacts differently to me, so that I get more positive looks in the streets and all of that. That's what that's about. I would always go with the heart. Because when you go with the heart, you can't go wrong. The building blocks of the universe are love. So don't put on the persona of, your teaching persona or your social persona or your guru hat. It's interesting. This has come up really often. This, I don't like this side of you. And the response being, I'm not a box. I don't have sides. And it's come up so often because the different sides of ourselves have really, really been emphasized over the last couple of days, last week, I would say. And here, it's like a full moon. When you have the sun completely illuminating the moon, well, it's a crescent moon. So it's either just waxing or just waning. And a crescent moon indicates uncertainty, not feeling very comfortable. So if you have a choice today of being in your power, but you find yourself getting into an argument with someone, then choose love. Choose to give them the benefit of the doubt. If they need to win so badly, let them win. Go with love. Whatever makes you feel loving and positive towards other people, that's the way to really, really grasp your power. Finally, we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords, you can see this swan, obviously in distress, captured by these vines and these swords. And a little hummingbird is up there. And it seems to be crying out to this hummingbird, which is so small that, again, it's got something that the swan wants. The hummingbird is able to sweep in and chew the vines off without getting caught itself. And it can free and liberate the swan. And that is a completely different meaning to the usual Eight of Swords, which is about all you need to do is open your eyes, not be defensive, and walk away from the situation. In this case, it's you can be liberated from a situation by asking for help from other people, by choosing love. And then even if you start the day not feeling completely powerful and like the king and queen that you are, then don't go with, I'm doing this alone. I'm going to wear my economics hat and economics face today, and I'm going to get a really good deal by myself. If you find yourself thinking along those lines, you're not using all your power and you're going into fear. And remember that when you start something that has fear in it, that thread of fear is going to run throughout the entire project or the entire experience. So if you don't feel like I'm the king of the world, then choose love, ask for help from other people. Instead of getting into conflict and arguments with people and saying, I'm the boss, give people the benefit of the doubt. Realize that you need to be nice to other people and choose love, really, because at some point during this day, you may have to humble yourself a little bit and say, hey, hang on a minute. Can you please actually help me? I'm stuck in all these vines. I've got myself in a right mess here. And can you sweep in and just cut them? So what you give is what you get. So make sure you're nice to people and you don't use this power to tread on the little people. As if you become super arrogant and snooty, then you think of yourself as someone or something better than other people. And that's a faulty belief, because there's no one better or worse than anyone else. We're all made from the same cloth. We're all individual and unique. And the whole comparing ourselves to other people, it doesn't apply. It's not real. So use your power to be of service to other people if you can, to love other people. Then other people will come and help you with your problems. So it's really a win-win. You give your power to others and you get their power back. And avoid conflict by not being your true, authentic self. That's the only warning I need to give you for the day. Okay, in terms of numbers, we got 19 and 18. So, okay, 18 and 20 is 38. Minus 1 is 37. And then we've got 8. That's 45. 4 and 5 is 9. And 9 in numerology is spirituality and completion. So listen to the voice of your higher self, the love self, rather than the voice of the ego, which says, oh, you have to do this immediately, otherwise things are going to be terrible and everything's going to be ruined. Don't listen to that voice. Listen to the voice that says, this is what you're going to do. You have heard this message for years. I've been telling you this for years. I'm not blaming you in any way. I'm just lovingly giving you the message. It feels positive, it feels calm, and it feels consistent. So if you're someone who struggles with discovering how you choose again with love, how you can get yourself in a working situation that you do love, how you can get yourself in a social situation which is full of love instead of conflict and resentment and even hatred, goodness forbid, then you can choose again today. You can liberate yourself from that because you have the power to overcome your own tendency to wear masks to protect yourself, because that comes from fear. And today you have the bravery and the courage to choose love and to be the true self. And because you're your true self, you will make yourself vulnerable. On this day, that is strength, because when you show your vulnerability, you attract others who admire that, who are proud of you, who want to help. And it's a collaborative effort. So if you are unable to make yourself vulnerable, you're not going to have such a good day. And it's a fabulous opportunity for you to learn how to open up to other people and say, hey, do you know what? Actually, I need some help with this. I can't do everything in life. So I hope you have a wonderful day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please go to the website, gregoryscott.com. And on the front page, just click on the button to read your private session, to order your private session with me. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology. And I can answer things like this. What is my soul purpose, my life mission? What am I supposed to do work-wise? What is it that I love? How can I maximize my potential? Where should I live? What's happening in relationships and with money? And is it a good time to make a lateral move work-wise? Or now that I'm retired, where do I get the snowbird apartment so that I can be here for 6 months and 6 months there? Or what new kind of desire do I have? What makes me feel excited and positive and like the king and like I'm having a good time? Look for that, and you can find it by looking for love. What is it that I love? Just ask yourself that question. Be authentic on this day, and you'll notice that other people really, really help you. What I've just noticed is this is like a giant bat. He's got wings here, and he's covering all of this in a shroud of negativity. And this hummingbird refuses to do that, and is like at the center, is in the heart chakra of this Dracula-like being, and it brings light where there's only shadow. So today is all about illuminating yourself and enlightening yourself and being enlightened by other people and being enlightened enough to realize that when you help others, you help yourself. Have a wonderful day. If you like this video, then please hit the subscribe button on YouTube and please share this video online on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, wherever it is that you have your friends and where you're active. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope to speak to you in one of my personal readings, and I'll be here for the daily tarot reading tomorrow. Check out the weekly horoscope that I do for all signs of the zodiac, and check out the horoscopes for each sign of the zodiac for 2020 and the first couple of months of 2021. Those are up for Scorpio, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and so on. So have a glorious day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.